start the stream soon. And welcome back, everybody. It's Redundancy back again. The one known as CR. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Welcome back, everybody. It's Redundancy back in, also known as CR. I have a mirror of my avatar. That's why you see it. That's me controlling it. Or a share screen. What's up, man? I'm just gonna put up something up on the screen here. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Put that loop in. Let's add some audio track here. More daydreaming. There we go. Maybe just a volume here. Come on. Give me one moment. I can't turn this on. Oh, whatever. Well, it's not having music play, but I don't know why it's doing that for me. Let me just bring that. I have to bring something back up here. Loop. Bring this back up on the screen here. I'll show it. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hi, Verna. Hi, IP. Yeah, I know, hey. Alright. Hi. So. Hi. How are you doing? It's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, at least my audio's working. You guys can't hear it, but I can just hear it over a speaker. I just turned it down. So, welcome everyone to this impromptu live stream from CR. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. I know it's nighttime. I see the moon behind the clouds. It's not a full moon, is it? No, I don't think it is. Can't quite make up. See most of the disc. Really coming up to it. If it's not already full moon. Yeah, and you're just relaxing. What's up, James? Nice to see you all. So yes, this is a chance to reconnect with you, some of you, the people, and share a few things or stories. Yeah, cool. So, what do I have in mind for this stream? Well, it's impromptu. whatever comes up. All right, maybe I'll go on a tangent or something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of cleaning up, really, to be honest. Yes, I will show a few things. Hi, Matthew. Let's see what you see here. Can I show this? It's not show right. Oh. I guess it would help if I actually turned off that video. See? Let me solve with that. Okay. So here's a bag right here. Just kind of working on it. I've shown this before-ish. You know, it's got parachute cord right here as a handle. Or straps. Because I wear this like a backpack. So yeah. This is something I've been working on. I should have brought my tripod out. Let me open this up. I'm just going for it right now, actually, while I speak. What's up? Ooh, some sneak peeks. Look. Ooh, look. I wonder. It is preparedness month. So, yeah. Just going for this right here. Apparently, I gotta empty the dust out. There's a lot of dust, debris in here over time. So as you can see here, see, zipper chains. Well, actually, it is the zipper chains in it. On a zipper, has a zipper pull. See? This is why I can do it, because it has this little piece down here. So I attach it up here, down there. Attach it at the top of the handle, the grab handle. Right there, that's a taut line hitch, and yeah, some cordage right here. Woo! Look who it is. It's Fan City. Hi. Thanks for taking the time to drop in, everyone. Nice to see you all. Yeah, I did say I'd share a few things, so let me open this up. Yep, flashlight still works. That's the reflector. Oh, bottle of hand sanitizer. Missing. Wait, there's not much in here. I don't even have that much. I mean, like, just a few odds and ends. Because there's just a few odds and ends here. All right, one of these ponchos, garbage bag. Here's a flashlight. Okay, flashlight. Something along the lines of that. So I'm working on this one. I'll say I haven't used the poncho or the garbage bag. But have I used the garbage bag like a poncho before? Yeah, I had to. I really had to. I remember that time when it was pouring out, like, I had to use a garbage bag as a poncho. Would have been better if I put it on before it got wet, but it helped. So, never doubt the value of a garbage bag. Or, hand sanitizer and stuff like that. Little minor first aid kit. See? First aid kit. Gloves on the outside. Some tape. I know, Vincent, you've seen the tape. I've shown the tape. The layer tape before. It's just something I have. That tape. Triangular bandage. Stuff like that. Very minor. No trauma kit, of course. I'm working on trying to improve on this a little bit more. Safety pins for the triangular bandage, stuff like that. Some ointment, some bandages, scissors to cut material if necessary, hand sanitizers in here, stuff like that. Very minor. Have I used this? Yeah, I've had to use this once in a while. Sure makes it worth it when I do use it, though. That's for sure. Makes it worth carrying the rest of the time. It's got snaps on it. I think. Oh, actually, it is a plano case. actually. It's one of those Plano cases. Plano. Yeah. So let's see what else. Spare bag, hand sanitizer, and all this other stuff. I've actually been working on this one. I've been working on that kind of stuff to help you get back home, kind of deal. Been in that zone, you know, get home bag kind of deal. Of course, this is just like a small version, something small enough that I can bring every single time. No matter if I'm carpooling or in other people's vehicles, there's not a lot of space for, let's say, a full-size backpack. Well, I could still bring this. So I can still have something. I could still put the first aid kit in here and a bottle of water. So add snacks in if I want to. Also, I don't have a full change of clothes, but I can still put socks and stuff like that. Hey, X. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see everyone. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, some miscellaneous bread bag. So just something extra container. Put something in there if I want to. Maybe some wet clothes or something I pick up or something like that. So, actually, now I realize what I don't have in this bag because I thought I would. See, no reason to check out your contents, your gear, because I thought I put the cordage in here. I thought I had the cordage in here. Apparently, I don't. I know. Right? Apparently, I don't. I guess I need to put the cordage back into this bag because I thought I had it in this bag. I mean, I usually wear a bracelet or something like that anyways, but it's nice to have like ready to go cordage. Yeah. Yep. Let me see here. Yeah, see. It's empty. Yes, it's just a little baggie with garbage bag or like, just plastic bag. Just for now. Excuse me. So let's see. So if I put the poncho back in, garbage bag, yeah, I got to form a shelter cover. Let's see, first aid type of kit, a few containers. Of course, I can put my mineral water bottle in here. I have okay. Water. Maybe have a drink if you had it. I haven't already. I know it's been hot in some places. See, this is not the cordage, but something along the lines of this. I thought I had a dedicated cordage for this one. Well, I have to take a look here. So eventually add that in. Hey, Ark. Let me see here. Oh yeah, I see it, Ark. I see it. Remember what I told you? Yeah, I see it. Anyways, it's nice to see you all. And like I said, reconnect with some of you out there and share a few things. Maybe like this bag, which I've never gone into detail. Maybe I'll eventually make it on the channel as a video. It's just something I'm working on. And this is just a bag I got at secondhand, $2. This would be one of those like bags that you might use for like bowling shoes, for example. I always call it the bowling shoe bag because it kind of looks like it. You know, it's just got one main compartment, a grab handle. I just converted it so I can wear it on my back like a backpack. Very easy modification. You know. Let me just show this here. What's up, Mike? I do hope Mike prepping. Nice to see you. Like I said, right here. Sorry about the landscape, the portrait mode. I don't have my tripod and I'm holding the phone and all that stuff. So yeah, see, cord locks at the bottom. You can see a top line hitch in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a top line hitch. And over here, top line hitch holding it together, and obviously it's looped around the grab handle, as you can see. So this would be the most minimal of a get home bag that I can have. Just randomly typing, sorry. So, I have a question for you guys. If I can type. Are you ready for winter? Because everyone else is talking about winter already. I mean, this morning it was like 10 out, 50 Fahrenheit. And just the other day it was like, felt like 35 Celsius, 95 Fahrenheit. So, yeah. Now we're back into this normal trend. Well, I got a no and a yeah. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm ready. I mean, I can go get the gloves, the mitts, the toques, stuff like that pretty really fast. You know, I can just pull them out of the closet or whatever I have storage and be like, yeah. But it's not that cold yet. I'll wait till it gets to the single digits, you know, in the low 40s, 30s, and then I'll start being like, okay, yeah, let's bring this out. I might need the gloves, might need the mitts, you know, at least the thinner ones first. Start with something like that. I don't think I need my wool mitts yet. That's good till like minus 20, 0 Fahrenheit, give or take. Minus 17 is 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, just working on the kit. I'm trying to, how do I say, perfect it a little bit more. At least this one, for what I have, right? I mean, like, yeah, I can put more stuff into it, but I have to be able to dedicate the gear for it. I mean, the first aid kit you saw earlier that migrates to a backpack. So sometimes I put it in a backpack or in the bag that you just saw, that blue one. So, because it fits in both. So, this blue one, like I said, this is like, you know, a bag I can easily put on the back. It doesn't take up much room, even in vehicle. So, let's say the vehicle's packed or whatever, and there's other people. Well, I can still bring this bag. A backpack, maybe might take up too much room, or there's not enough space, for example. So, this is why I have this option. See, this bag right here. And yes, I have an airbag right here. See, here's an airbag right here. I did use this And I do actually use this as a get home bag. I mean, it's not really big, but it's one solid color. The main pouch is not a zipper, but more like a buckle. Yeah, I'll say it like that. Yeah, another bag that I have. Just going further right here. Let's see the cordage. Open this up. Oh, look at that. Hey, look at that. I was wondering where I put it. Hey, look. Apparently, I found the money. I just like, oh, I was wondering where I put all that change. It must have been from the other day that I went out. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this change. Couple quarters in here. There's a nickel. Put that to the side. Oh, good thing I decided to take a look. I was wondering where I put that change. It's in this really small pocket right here. Let's see. In this really small pocket that I have right here. So you can see some of the cordage I have in this bag right now. I've got a poncho in here right now. Just simple plastic bag on the outside. My water bottle's just sitting out. Oh yeah, it's still water. I'll probably cycle that water out eventually this week, probably. So, for everyone here, who wants to see a sneak peek? Ooh. Well, basically, let me just go get this other bag here. Ooh, what's this? An airbag. I know. I got an airbag right here. This one. Oh, I wonder what those are. I wonder what that is, huh? This is an airbag I'm working on. This is gonna be more of a camping type of bag. So could I use it as like a get home bag probably and such, but for the time being, I don't mind the zipper. So opening this up. I've been using this. Well, I haven't had this bag that long. I brought it on my last camping trip, so I think that's why I want to make it as good. Hi, Rita. I see you. Go figure. Oh, where's what here? Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is just another bag I've been working on. It's not done yet. I still have to dedicate a few items into this. What I got in here? Cordage. Let's see, some miscellaneous cordage right here. Blue. It's not paracord. I have one of those. What's that called? It's not bobby pin. Hair clips or whatever in it. I don't know why. I just happen to have it on the end. Yeah, see. Right here is something more like you would probably want to see, like some some sort of parachute type of cordage right here. So, let's see. Hold on. Should have brought the tripod out. Oh well, whatever. See the end of this line. That's a alpine butterfly loop or alpine butterfly knot. So fixed loop. So for creating shelter like a ridge line, I could just use a toggle or whatever, and yeah, just makes it easy. And then tie off the other side with like trucker's hitch or something like that. It's on its own kind of spool. You see right here, this orange is just like about 1.5 or 2 feet, give or take, of miscellaneous line, for anchor points for like a tarp or some sort of shelter. So something to make the ridge line, something to tie down the corners and stuff like that. If absolutely necessary. I mean, like when I bring my tent, it also has cordage, but this is cordage for the bag. So I can dip into it if I need to or want to. Yeah, I think I know. So now I realize where I put all that cordage. It's in this bag. See, I have more. I didn't realize all three of them were in that same bag. So, yeah. See, and same thing too. This just has some prusik knots or prusik knots on them. So, I think I'll go for this bag. I'm trying to see which one I want to take out. I think I'll keep this one over here and use these two for this camping bag. So this one right here is going to be the one I dedicate to that bag that I showed earlier. So again, same thing. We just untie that or loosen it up. Sorry. I should have brought the tripod up for this. Let me just loosen this up a bit here. Here we go. So fix loop right here. Run that through, toggle some prusik knots if I need to. I could remove these if I want to. I might update this. I think I have to update these. Just so they're a little bit more neat, let's just say. Yeah, I gotta update these. Yeah, I gotta update this. Yeah, I gotta update this. So, I do welcome everyone. Thanks for dropping in. Reconnect with some of you out there, the people, and share a few things I think you might be seeing. It's like, ooh, see, there's showing some stuff. Yes. I actually have to go for this. Anyways. Let me just wind this back up here. So, basically, that's how I keep a line. So I use the anchor points folded and stuff like that, and I wrap the main cordage around it. So I can spool it. Doesn't take up not much room, and deployment's quite fast because I can just unroll the main line out. The ridge line or something like that. And it's about, let's say, 15-20 feet, give or take. Tie down points, then I can extend out to like a foot or two. So put that over there. take a look at everything I have. You might see a few things that you might see as C's. Just saying. A few other little things. Of course, here's something right here. Right. Marker, permanent marker. I'm not saying I'm the sharpest, but So, Tennessee Tactical one. My signature videos. What? Let's see that. Sorry, one my screen. Oh, come on. Okay. Let me highlight that so you guys can see it. 20 or 30 miles. Let's see. That's about what? The 30 miles is about 50 kilometers. That's at least half an hour in a vehicle. At least. And I'm talking about like highway speeds. 10, let's see. It's 0.6 miles to kilometers. So that would be what? 15 kilometers? Jeez. Must be tired. My map's kind of rusty. But anyways. Nice to see you, by the way. Hopefully everything's good. Tennessee Tactical. Hold on. Sorry. This cordage, I found this cordage. It's 20 feet. I can use it in itself as a ridge line. And I think, yeah, I do have a alpine butterfly knot in here. Yeah, I should. Maybe I should double check. Since I'm right here, let me just undo this. It should be. Yeah. Let's see. Alpine butterfly knot in here. A bow line would work too. I just make an alpine butterfly knot. Great, now we're gonna put this back together. Maybe I should work on this. It's kind of tangling a little. See, this one was not on a like a spool or wrapped around something. So, yeah, it got tangled a tad, but remember this is only 20 feet. Not so bad to undo a tangle, but I've had to like with I think like thinner line, like bank line. Oh, I tangled it. I was just like, it took me the next 15 minutes to undo the tangle. Ugh, I hate tangles and hard knots. It's so annoying, especially when it's in the middle of the line. You gotta pull all the way to the end, pull it back out. When you continue that process until you can rip the knot, and so it's like, yeah. What's up, SD Mountain Man? SD Mountain Man. What's up, man? It's all cool. It's cool. Thanks for dropping in, SD. Appreciate it, man. Oof. I was freaking sweat. Wait a minute. I'm just tying this back on, so it's useful again. There we go. Swap this back in my bag, so it's ready to go. So if I need an extra ridge line while camping or something like that, hopefully I don't have to cut the cordage, I can use it. Yes. Thanks, SD. Take care, my friend. Oh, I know who this is. I know. What's up, man? Of course. You changed your name since last time. The channel moderator thing is still there, so that's all I know. And I know who this is. How's it going? It's nice to see you again, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully, you and the family are doing well, my friend. It's nice to see you, by the way. Yeah, here, I'll show you something right here. Look, zip ties. Ranger band. You know, rubber inner tube. And a straw. Zip ties, yeah, see? How many do I have in here? 1, 2. Yeah, I got 7 on here. So, I don't usually use zip ties a lot. I usually tie things, but, you know, there could be a place and time to use zip ties, so just in case. If I'm gonna use them, I can. Yeah. Apparently I have another zip tie in here. It's almost like I didn't organize my bag after camping. That doesn't sound great. Yeah, they can be. Oh, yeah, Tennessee, yeah. Yeah, I get you, man. Cordage can do a lot of things, especially with the knowledge of hitches and knots and stuff like that. You know, bowline, butterfly, alpine butterfly knot, fixed loops like that. You know, that 2-to-1 mechanical advantage, like from the tricker's hitch. Quick release type of knots, like the tumble hitch, the Fairmont friction hitch. I know those are quick release once you do them. Let's see. Of course, there's friction based, you know, the taut line hitch, the Prusik knot, and stuff like that. Yeah, zip ties can be great. Like I said, I don't use them often. Like, I think I have a whole drawer of extra zip ties. I can't remember the last time I used a zip tie. Have I even used a zip tie all year? Maybe one. I usually tie things. I usually, you know, zip ties are more, you know, if I'm injured, right, kind of deal, or for some reason I can't get the cordage back or whatever, I'll use a zip tie, but generally I'll use cordage, you know, some sort of line to tie it instead. I mean, I find zip ties too. I think I even found one earlier in the day. Yeah, tarp, to extent, you know, garbage bag, drop sheet, mylar space, emergency blanket, and so forth and so forth. You know, those are also types of cover options. Let's see, what else do I have here? I really gotta reorganize some of this stuff, actually. Now that I think about it here. Spare light. Oh, yeah, TP, just in case. Just in case, right? Just in case. So, yeah. I think I've got enough cordage in this bag. Just putting it back. That's why you keep hearing sounds. Because I'm trying to put it back in my bag. Oops. I'm supposed to keep that on. See? Right there was just a small compartment. Well, medium compartment. So let's got that over there. Might rearrange a few things. Let's see. Bandana, yeah. That's always useful. It's always useful. I think my utensil still in this bag. You know, those utensil sets. It's not a spork or a spoon. It's one of those. Let me go get it. Hold on. Sorry about the bag noise. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, one of these sets. I got this a while ago. I've used this. I actually think I used it the last time I went out too. Because we were short one spoon. I'm just like, oh, thank goodness I brought that extra spoon. You know, to stir my coffee in the morning. And stuff like that. But that's something I leave in this bag now. Yeah, I'm definitely missing a few things out of this bag. I didn't update it since the last time I went camping. Oh yes, and I did go camping this year, by the way. It was fun. Yeah, definitely I did not go for this bag. Because look. Another bandana. Bright green too. I don't know about what we've been in this bag. I think I might put a larger version of a bandana in it. You know, something as long as a scarf or a shamog. I mean, I do have something that I don't know if I'm really dedicated for that bag. You know, it's one thing when you got, like, let's say, 2 knives. You know, hey, I can use one to use and one for camping, for example. But when you only have one of it, it's kind of hard to dedicate it because you want to use the gear or something like that, but you also would have a dedicated version to use when you go camping. So I'm working on that. Did I seriously go 45 minutes already? Wow. I didn't think I went that long. Did not think I went that long already. But here we are. I haven't gone extensively for like hikes with this. I mean, I've walked around, but nothing substantial. You know, I've had weight in this. You know, maybe let's say 10 pounds, whatever. Maybe a full bag too, but I haven't gone far with it though. You know, it's got the sternum strap, the waist strap, right? Your chest strap, stuff like that. So, you know, it's got those hip pockets. I've never really had a bag with hip pockets, so I wasn't used to it. But oh yeah, I did put something in there. Huh. I forgot that I left some stuff in the pockets. So, check your gear. Yeah. Anyways, back to this one. Yes. Hey, it's CB. Hi, CB. How's it going, Jack? Hi, both of you. So yeah, work on this bag some more. I should have brought the tripod out. What was I thinking? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, this is just a small bag. So let's see. Since I'll probably be using it anyways, put the poncho back in. I think I can put this in my air bag. Put the cordage back in. Slip the Sharpie in. Oops. Roll the hand sanitizer and not catch in my air hand. Yeah. A little bottle. I don't know. This is like 18 mil, 6 ounces hand sanitizer. Multi-purpose item, technically. I mean, it's not just for the intended purpose, per se, But most people would consider hand sanitizer. It is flammable. And you can melt ice with it, by the way, remember? Because alcohol has a lower melting point, freezing point than water. So, yeah. Something to keep in mind, too. So, let's see. Put the cordage at the bottom here. Slip my first aid kit back in. And yes, don't worry, I do. See, gloves, see, right at the top. All I have to do is just undo the tape that's holding it back, pull out the gloves out. I got access to gloves right away without actually going into the kit. So I don't have to do the latches or, let's say, the zippers on this one or whatever. I don't have to. I mean, I'll still have to go into this bag, but, save me a little bit of the hassle. Oh, I got a spare zip tie I probably put in this. A little baggie, just in case. Some sort of signaling device. It's just a reflector. It's actually a reflector I found. Surprisingly enough. Yeah, but if everyone's wondering, why is CR doing this right now? Because I want to. And it's National Preparedness Month, so I figured we might as well do it. And besides, I want to. You just sat on the ground. Let me highlight that so you guys can read that with me. Yeah, it's good to look at your bag once in a while. Check that out in hopes to know every inch of your bag. Well, it goes back to knowing what you have. I mean, I admit myself, the bag that I just showed, well, the blue bag I just showed, I thought I left the cordage in there. I actually did. Thank goodness I didn't actually need it at that time. But if I did, I would have had it because I didn't check. I assumed. I thought I put it back in the bag. I mean, I probably would have had to improvise with something else, but you know what I mean? So, yeah. Because I thought I had it in the bag. So maybe it's a good idea I decided to check. Yeah. Check your gear, right? Check your contents. Maintenance of some sort, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see your point there, Jack. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming my volume's good because no one's complaining. Because, it's funny. I've been having issues with StreamYard, with panels. But look, I do my own stream. Nothing happens. Go figure. Yeah, it's one of those things that's been annoying me. I like to chat it up and stuff like that. I don't mind typing, but, I can see more in 1 minute than I can type in 1 minute. Especially with that character limitation that the chat has. Like, what, 200 characters or something like that? Whatever. So I can only say so much in the chat. And of course, I have to wait for a response and stuff like that. So let's see here. I think I'm gonna put this green bandana in this bag for now. For now. Yeah, for now. Put that in there. Hold on. I'll spare you guys and gals the zipper sounds. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, I have this used red bag, for example. So instead of wasting it, I figure I'd try to put it back to good use. Add it to a kit. Maybe I could put my phone in it or something in there, Tinder, such and such. And maybe wet socks, for example, right? Containers are useful. What, 1 to 10 C's, right? 10 containers, which also has CR in it, like it says on the screen. Yeah. You like your shamalik? Ooga. I'm working on something. It's not quite a shamalik, but it's more like a scarf. But it's cotton. Well, this one's cotton anyways. I have versions that are synthetic, but maybe during the summertime was a cotton one for that moisture wicking, well, evaporative cooling, right? Synthetic in the winter, of course. You know, avoid the cotton in the winter, as they say. But if you're wet, you're wet. That'd be pleasant regardless. Oh yeah, the flashlights. Yeah, I can just turn on the brightness on my phone here. Having a hard time trying to see the display. Oh yeah, flashlights and stuff like that. Yeah, you check them out. I mean, depending how. Internal rechargeable battery. Well, turn it on. Turn it on, right? Actually, double check it's charging too, right? Oh yeah, it's still taking charge. Yeah. Ones that take batteries, whatever, double, triple, 18650, CR123, whatever, right? Make sure, put batteries in, it works, go from there. I guess nothing is worse than, here's light, CR, it's not running. What? Yeah. What's that called? Skippy roll or something like that. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tennessee. Yeah, range roll. I know it goes by different names. Oh, okay, cool. Just read that comment before that. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see here. See, earlier today, before the stream, I was like in 2 streams. One was talking about wintertime, and the other one was talking about pantry. So now, I'm going for a bag. Why not? Why not, man? Let me have a drink here. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Memo to self, check what's in the cup before drinking it. That's why, yeah. That was not the cup I was supposed to use. Oops. Yeah, that's why I was a little speechless for a minute. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just organizing a little, trying to sort out a few things, trying to add a few things into if I can. So making sure I got the core stuff, you know, and trying to go beyond that. Those, what, 5, 10, 13, 15 C's, you know. I tried to add in water and food too, right? Snacks, you know, a container to hold the water, maybe boil it in, you know, and stuff like that. So I usually use like a metal water bottle a lot of the time. Most of the time I do. I think rarely do I use a plastic bottle. I mean, if it's there, it's there. It's offered, but usually I use metal. I'll show you guys something, why not? I haven't shown this in a while. It's been a while since you guys have seen this. I haven't shown this in a while, but look, it's the U. Look, YOU. It's back. See, you guys are awesome too. It's just something I made from scraps. There was like this U thing, and I decided to just make it into like a little pillow, you know, stuff it. It's not that big. It's just something I made from scraps. You know, practice some sewing skills. You know, some back stitching, just all that stuff. Maybe some running stitches every so often. Oh yeah, Tennessee. Yeah. You know what? I think a lot of people have. It is a struggle. It's hard, right? It's easy to put stuff in. It's easy to put stuff in the bag. Easy as pie. It's actually fine tuning it and knowing, you know, where you kind of weigh the pros and cons and stuff like that. Is the weight, the bulk, worth what you can do or your capability? You know, I don't want to. Oh, hey, I can lose 2 pounds of weight. Yeah, but I don't want to lose 2 liters of water here out of the bag. So, you know, 2 pounds of water or whatever, or a liter of water. Yeah, I have to justify having that weight in bulk because something like that, it's gonna be at that time could be extremely useful, and I may not be able to source out water right away, or I may need that water right now. So having it may be more beneficial than saving the weight and having to source it out right away. If that makes any sense. Oh yeah. Well, that's one of those things, right? That's I know what in the hiking community, the ultralight community, you know, ultralight backpackers, you know, that's called the consumables, right? Fuel, water, food. I usually add that weight anyways. They usually call it like a dry weight, you know, without the fuel, water, or calories or food. But I just add it in. That's a total weight, you know, 18 pounds is 18 pounds with water and food. Something like that. Because that'll be your starting weight anyways. By the end, you know, obviously you'll use some of the water, some of the fuel, maybe to heat up the water, to make the food, consume the food, blah, 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 etc., etc. Even the fire starters, if you do use them, that's going to be a consumable. if you use it, it's spent. You're not getting it back. Yeah. Especially if it's hot. Well, especially if it's hot out. Go, metaphorically, burn through water quicker. You go through it way quicker. And having more is probably going to be better. Like, even if you were leaving your vehicle, hopefully you wouldn't have to, right? But there may be situations you may either leave your vehicle or your vehicle's not running and you could all walk back, Or let's just say, you call your significant other and it's like, can you come pick me up? The car's not, and vehicle's not running or whatever. And, and you negotiate something, it's like, yeah, I'll meet you halfway, right? Because, maybe you're waiting for your significant other and they don't get off work for another hour or two. It's like, well, might as well make some time. I'll meet you part of the way, kind of deal. So having some water would be nice. Let's say it's in high 90s, maybe even over 40 Celsius. Yeah, water is gonna be your best friend. Definitely. Can't get far without it. Especially if you're trying to make time. I mean, if you're sweating, man, you're gonna need water. Okay. Good Tennessee. Let's see what else was shared here. Yeah, I mean, what you just saw, this would be maybe more likely to use in any given year. There are stuff, those are more emergency preparedness type of bags. They're more substantial, more tools, heavier, of course, more equipment, gear, stuff like that. And complement the skill, the mindset, knowledge, skills, and experience. As I tried to paraphrase what a friend told me, gear should be more of like a wheel to help you keep going, but not a crutch to heavily rely on. Because who are you without the gear? Or what can you still do without it? Gear makes things easy, sort of easier, quicker, more simplistic, saves you time, energy. A sleeping bag versus, I gotta gather all these leaves and grasses and stuff like that. But the trade off is that you gotta carry that weight of that gear. I remember the last time I went camping, I just used these grasses as my bedding. That was so nice. I was like, yes. It was like underneath my tarp, underneath my tent. I just piled it up. It was at least 6 inches thick. So I was just like, oh, wow, this is so comfy. That's because I didn't have a pad. I didn't bring a pad. So I used the grasses off the landscape for it this time. So yeah, I did try that. Yeah, you definitely need a bunch. So, if you're sourcing it or whatever, you don't have to find a lot. Because you need several inches of it. Because as you sit in it or lay in it, it compresses down, so it gets shorter. Of course, as you compress insulation, it doesn't hold its heat retention value anymore, or so much, because the spaces become closer and closer. Next thing you know, they're touching, and then he can conduct through those. What you wrote, Tennessee? Yeah, I see what you mean there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, these free bags, most likely I know where I'm going. If, let's just say I'm going somewhere new, never been, really far from home, yeah, I'll add something in for sure, like a map, compass, maybe even take a virtual tour beforehand. You know, if I'm going with people that know the area, it's like, hey, what's around here, right? What's east of us? What's west? What's north? Let's say facing south where the sun is right now in the middle of the afternoon. That way, oh, there's a landmark. Oh, there's a big hill about one click away. It's like, okay, you can't see it because the tree line, but at least now I would know it because they told me. Yes, yeah, yes, exactly. So, exactly. Remember, I gotta put things back in my bag. Zipper. Sorry, I'm trying not to make a bunch of noise while I do it, but hey, I'm going for a bang. Right, you're not here some sort of plastic or zippers or something. I think that's why I don't usually do it on camera, or at least in live stream. But yeah, let's see. Maybe I can add some spare socks into my camping bag. Still working on this camping bag. Let's see where. Yeah, I actually brought Mora out the last time. I filmed this in video before. It's a very, very old Mora. It might be even older than some of you listening. That's how old it is. I know it's older than me. I mean, it's still post World War II, but it's like, what, could be up to 70 years old. So, yeah, it's older than a lot of people I know. But, I mean, it's seen better days, but it still cuts. I was batoning wood with it too, making feather sticks for that fire that we were using. Increasing the surface area, stuff like that. So I brought it. I really do like this knife. So I'm glad I picked it up. You know, the person who gave it to me, I asked them they're like, yeah, CR, this used to be my grandfather's, and it's like, oh, really? You know, so this has definitely seen lots of outdoor activities. Pretty sure this is carbon steel. Pretty sure I've been able to get sparks off of it, I think. Pretty sure. There's a patina on it. I mean, it's not shiny. It doesn't look new, that's for sure. I don't know, why not? I'll show it. Why not? Let's see. More, sorry, my camera's not in focus. See? More, made in Sweden. See? It's seen better days. And see, there's a slight chip in there. Yeah. But, hey, for the money I spent, it was well worth it. And besides, this is like a piece of history. And just like, I could share it. It's just like, so, one of the scores I found a couple years back. So, right place, right time. So, thrift store. Well, I don't think I would find this at a thrift store. But at a yard sale, grad sale, yeah. I was just like, oh, yeah. This is cool. One of the cooler things I've seen at a grad sale. I don't think I know people that go to yard sales and grad sales. They pick up what they want and stuff like that. A hobbyist, collector, and stuff like that. But I was never looking for like prepping stuff, survival stuff. So I'm like, ooh, that just stood out. I just like, yeah. I put more pronounced 90-degree spine, strike that ferrocene rod to get sparks off of it if I want to. So it's got a wooden handle. I just covered it with some sports tape, hockey tape for grip for now. Didn't come with a sheath, so had to make one. It's not a cardboard sheath, but it's definitely not hardened plastic art to kydex. I mean, maybe one of these days we'll make like one of those high density polyethylene HDPE type of things for this. Oh, maybe making it this way. Maybe with a belt loop, I don't know. I mean, what I have right now will do. I know, right? Or let's just keep going and going. Just like that. Well, like the E-Bunny. Yeah. I did bring out this art knife folder when I was out to give it a try. Well, let's just say it went through a lot more than I was expecting to put it through. Let's just say I had to process something. So, yeah. Let's just say I had to clean it after. Because it was, yeah, let's just say that. I don't know, it was probably not meant for that, but I didn't want to use this more for cutting stuff like that. Personally, anyways. So, but I brought two that time. The people I go camping with, or see too, I'm like, you guys didn't bring a knife? No, CR. Or, this knife's not even sharp. I'm like, here, you can borrow mine. I'm always thinking, if I had extra money, I really think I need to get these guys more, so they can have one. Because I keep thinking to myself, what's gonna happen if I don't come camping with you guys? Who's gonna have that knife? That cutting tool, one of the 10 C's. I like to keep my tools sharp, relatively sharp, right? Or workable condition. Still be able to do the task. I'm not saying like razor sharp, but I don't want to bring a dull knife. That just seems pointless. The effort you have to. I gotta try so hard to push. When a sharp knife would be like less effort or control. All right. That's why you basically get with a sharp knife, you get more control. Because when it's dull, you gotta push harder, more effort. You might lose control. Slip out of your hand or something like that. Then you might be more prone to injury because you can't control the movements of the tool. And besides, you're not making feather sticks with a dull knife. That's for sure. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, I mean, I had stuff with me, but the point is, what happens if I'm not there, right, Tennessee? Then what? What happens if I'm not feeling well, or I can't come out for the weekend, for the trip, right? So, if I had the money, I would probably go get them all more or something like that. At least I know they can put that. I'm not saying, even a more companion. And yeah, I know it's not full tang, it's rad tang, 3/4 tang, but for, let's just say, ooh, hey, now you have a knife to go cut the watermelon with. You don't have to ask me. Or wait for me to come back into camp to ask me, right? Stuff like that. I mean, yeah, see, I got my keys on me right now. See, keys. I got a Swiss Army knife on this, right? Stuff like that. But That's because, these are tools for me to use to help me along. Maybe even help people. And stuff like that. I mean, one some of the tools on it came in handy when I went camping, that's for sure. Where it be that sewing kit to mend a chair. Yeah. Those camping chairs, the folding camping chairs that have the sleeve? I actually had to mend and fix one of those chairs. Because the back was separating from the material, so I had to stitch it back together, join it back together. You know, back a couple back stitches later, some thread, some needle. It's in working condition again. Everyone's just looking at me. Like, aren't you gonna come over here and have some coffee with us here? Hold on. I'm almost done. Done this one on this chair. Wait, I'm trying to fix it. Give me 5 minutes. Almost done. So, well, it was worth it. It was worth it. And apply that skill to a real world problem, right? Like the chair. It's like, okay, let's see how fast I can do this. It was funny. I think I ended up fixing like 2 chairs. It's like, hey, CR, yeah, so no pun intended, but can you fix my chair too? What? Okay. Get in line. And I just did a couple back stitches, right, and stuff like that. I think I had one of the binder clips with me to hold the material together and stuff like that. So I got picked up. Yeah, those binder clips are definitely useful. Those ones that look like a triangle. Usually they're black, but those are quite useful. At least for something like that. Yeah, hearing you out in Tennessee. I read your comments. I see them. Yeah, I know a sewing kit is. It's one of those things. See, I've seen other people say, "Oh, I've never had to use a sewing kit." Then there's other things like, "Oh, if it's in your gear or whatever's in good condition, you'll never have to repair it or whatever." Right? Well, I mean, the sewing kits I have, I try to make them palm size. Now, some palm size are smaller, as lightweight as possible, so they don't take up too much room or too much weight. But it is there if I need it, just in case. Now, if I'm trying to get back home, I'm probably not so. I'll probably pin it, tape it, zip tie it, right? Because sewing is one of those things, it takes a little bit of time, no matter what. However, it's usually a better repair than using pins or tape. It's more permanent, but it takes more time to set it up. But once it's on there, right? So I'll use tape pins for an expedient type of repair, and then once I reach home or a safer location, or let's just say camping overnight, spending the night, or something like that, or even camping, I'll wait till I get back to base camp or something like that to fully make the repair. Where the tape, the pins are just to get me back home, get me back to a safer location. Friend's place, home, whatever, vehicle, something like that, until I can make a better repair later. I'm not trying to, Tennessee. It's just things I personally have done. Those are personal stories, right? I'm not saying everyone needs one, but for me, since I keep them relatively palm size, as lightweight as possible, you know, only basically black and white thread, some sewing needles, and maybe something to help me hold the material together, pins, binder clips, and stuff like that. I got tape in the bag and stuff like that. Pins too, if I need it with that. And I keep like a magnet with my sewing kits. I'm very, you're like, whoa, why would you be attracted to that? Oh. See what I did there? It's because, for that reason, it keeps the pins and the sewing needles together. Using a small, rare earth neodymium magnet, something you can get from headphones. One of the things I do, I scrap headphones all the time. I see them all the time, right? So I break them open, take out the neodymium magnet, the rare earth magnet, because those are useful. They don't even take up that much room. I mean, I can hang them on the wall until I'm ready. Put them in a sewing kit and stuff like that. Keeps the needles together. Maybe if I drop it or something, I can still pick it back up easily with this magnetize the needle if I really needed to. Get that general north-south direction if need be. I don't have an Altoids tin. Not anything officially labeled as Altoids tin, but I do have tins that are relatively the same size. I have let's just say I have a tin that has CR on it. Ferrets. Yeah, that kind of type of tin. I have a few of those, but those don't have a kit in it. It's just I'm using it as miscellaneous stuff. Because usually I use these puzzle tins that I have because they're a little bit bigger. I can fit a little bit more in it. Oh yeah. Oh, Tennessee I have a lot of tins. I just never officially had an Altoids tin. I know. I'm probably one of very few people who are like, what? You don't have an Altoids tin here? Well, I got every air tin. I have tins that are similar, same size, right? Even smaller tins. Sorry about that. You guys can still hear me, right? I got these notifications that I think. Oh, okay, yeah, I can still hear myself. It kicked me out of the screen temporarily, but I'm good. I can hear myself. So yeah, what's gonna do here? Yeah, some more stuff here. Like I said, just kind of thinking about getting ready for the winter, stuff like that. You know what? I'm almost thinking. Okay, something. Oh, here's more cordage. Oh, this is hand braided. I braided this, by the way. That's 20 feet right there. I've shown this before. Sorry, that's on my screen. Trying to wipe it off. Yeah, 20 feet. I braided it together. I braided together a 20 foot amount of line. Why? Because I wanted to. I would just say I really know how to braid the zipper chains in it really, really well. I can do it without even looking. As long as I can feel it, I'm still good. It's just some more miscellaneous cordage I have. Some webbing type of materials in here. something from my last resource haul video. Bungee link cable, yeah, some extra laces. More cordage. Some sisal twine, right? Sisal twine's a little bit more rough than like jute twine. More coarse. Of course. Just kidding. Don't. Although cordage does have CR in it. Yeah. This is just miscellaneous cordage. I have another bin that has more of the cordage I usually see. I don't. Oh, yeah, see. See? Look at the spool right here. And no, I haven't dedicated this cordage yet. I probably want to. Just trying to lock in the decision of dedicating it. I mean, I want to use it. I mean, to be honest, I want to use the gear. And it feels like it's worth it if I used it, tried it, tested it, and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of, oh, hey, here's a piece of gear I never used at all, not even once. I mean, some items, yeah, I get it. You know, you can only use it once, so, you know. But if you have a spare, you know, or a duplicate, you know, you use that one. You try it out, right? I mean, something like a flare, for example, that's single use. But that's why you have a spare and try it out and know, oh, that's how far it shoots up. Now I know, right? For the next time. So you would only get by actually seeing it with your own eyes. Or someone telling you, hey, CR, yeah, that flare goes 50 feet. Yeah, you know it? Yeah, because I tried it last week. Oh, okay, thanks. Right. Let me just put this cordage over here. Let's just leave that on the screen. Just kidding. No. Yeah. So another thing that I've been adding in here, you might see every so often. I think this is no brainer for most people to consider an emergency preparedness kit. Especially if you have a room, a backpack. You should definitely have the room, but one of these, a baggie, like a gallon size, resealable baggie. Useful for a lot of things. You know, if you, let's say you get one of those boxes of them, right? You could easily just put one in a bag, in your backpack, like maybe, you know, behind your laptop sleeve, for example, right? And you could be using that to put your cables in, right? Your charging cable, your USB cable, your mouse, for example, right? So that's like a day-to-day type of thing you can do. And of course, the baggie could be useful to put everything in, you know, your battery bank, charging block, USB cables, and stuff like that. You know. And of course, you could put water in it, put tinder in it. I mean, so it is a container. So those containers are useful. So what I'll probably do is, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, people. Hold on a sec here. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a sec. Stay on there. Sorry, I just noticed something needs my attention for a moment. seriously. Oh, whatever. Of course. I just dropped it. I was trying to get some. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, water. Yeah, that too. Drip, drip. Just kidding. But yeah. Well, maybe it's a good idea that I decided to clean up too. There's always an excuse to clean up, right? So, yeah. Like this little baggie right here. I'll probably put this in my backpack. Right here. This gown size. Just a little baggie. Slip this in the back of my backpack here. Sorry, I need both hands. So now I got a 1 gallon resealable bag with my camping bag, this brown bag that I have. So I could put tinder in there, right? Stuff like that. Keep something dry, for example. Okay, let's see. Do I want to put one of these in there? Nope, I got one in there. Put it in this bag. Let's see here, what else? Oh, yes. Something was falling off my chair. I didn't want to hear boom. What happened? But yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Some more cordage. Oh, more of them. Well, I guess it's going to give me an excuse to dedicate some to you. Let's see. 1. Yeah, I got 2 baggies right here. Okay. That's perfect. I think I can dedicate 1 to my smaller bag, 1 to my air bag. Okay. Now, all these bags have 1 gallon size resealable baggie. So again, I can put stuff in there and stuff like that. Because containers are useful. And not just because they have CR in it. No, that. It's not the cup. Okay, this is the cup. Yeah, I should have filled it in a cup. I guess I'll remember now. Alright, let's see, what else do I have? It's about time that I went through some of this stuff anyways. You know, sometimes, all the time, I mean, you've been doing preparedness, camping stuff, you know, hiking, through hiking and traveling like that, you know, a lot of the time, you probably already have a lot of gear, stuff available to put in. You just have to put it in, right? Dedicate it. You know, hey, I got a box of contractor bags. I got a box of gallon size resealable bags. You know, slap through in your bag. Your kit can be useful. You know, garbage bags are useful. Multiple uses. So, I mean, I know I carried them. Maybe I should add in. Oh, I don't have a contractor bag in here, but I do have a different kind of bag. It's thinner. Not as thick, but it is good size. Let's see here. Oh, look who it is. Hi. Oh, thank you. Someone else that has a CR in their name. You so awesome. Oh, thanks. Cause White Family Farm here. Yay. Oh, by the way, I saw your tomato video, by the way. I did watch that video. Just to prove that I watched that video, I'll bring out one thing right here. Look. I think this proves that I saw that video. I'm just saying, I mean, these haven't been exposed to UV, but yes. I think this is why I don't use zip ties much. I have some, but I don't use them that often, though. I only use them every so often. When need be, and if I have to. Cool. Oh, wait. There's no sound effects. Clap sound. Yay. So, let's see here. So, I got some cordage in all of them. I think. No? Should I? Yeah, I should have cordage. Yeah, cordage. I have a resealable container. Or baggie. I still don't have a per se dedicated water bottle, but the water bottle I use would just transfer among all three of these. Because if I'm going camping, I'll have more stuff with me than my usual get home stuff. And that bottle would be part of it. This black one that I have, see, still has water. This is like what my bottle I would use for water day to day hikes and stuff like that. So, like some of my air banks would have a dedicated bottle. That's if I can't grab this black one that I have right here that I use more often. So, but those are dedicated to those bags. I don't take them out, or if I do, it's because I'm using them. Stuff like that. Let's see here. Let me just put this phone down for a sec here. Yeah, I'm gonna like compare stuff to this source. I didn't realize how much extra stuff I had laying around. Yeah. Oh. Good thing I decided to take oil. I was trying to find my buff for a long time. Gator. Those things you put over their neck. Yeah. I made one before, and it's just like, I was wondering where I put it. I must have soaked in that box by accident. Oops. Good thing I decided to take a look. But now I found it. Yay! So, and a reason why to check your gear every so often. Because sometimes, things fall in the box, and the next thing you know, the box is getting closed and getting moved somewhere else. Then you're like, where did I put the buff? I thought I had it. I was looking for it too. I'm just like, now I found it. Hey. Okay, let's see. Let me move some of the stuff. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah, see. About like a serving of TP. Like, who says that, CR? Well, I just did. It's one serving. Good enough for one use. Maybe two, depending. But at least one. So, I'll put that with my smaller bag. I've had to do it once, getting back home. Because the thing is, nowadays, depending on the places you go to and stuff, let's say in a suburban urban area, you don't find public washrooms. Convenience stores? No. Public washrooms don't exist anymore. So, yeah. I remember this one time I was biking back, I'm like, yeah. Let's just say I was kind of glad I had a few things. I'm just saying. Maybe it's TMI, maybe it's too much, maybe it's too much, but just being honest. So, yes, sometimes it's needs to have. And besides, it's one of those things, like, what you would just have some anyways, right? I mean, even in this room alone, I probably got a few rolls just in case. Because I know a lot of people, and some people, including myself, might use it for reasons and stuff like that, so good to have some. Let's avoid the 2020, thing. Seriously, I've been an hour and 40 minutes. Wow. I didn't realize I was going so long. But here I am. Yeah, I definitely gotta rewind this things. Yeah, I definitely gotta rewind this things here. Sometimes preparedness allows me to also clean up too. I realize, maybe it's time to dedicate more of the stuff somewhere. So it's a more useful state. Yeah, I got cordage going around. So I'll show you guys more miscellaneous cordage right here. Right, it's just I don't want to waste. I don't. Right, for anyone that knows me, I don't like to waste. But I also realize that I want to put these items, whatever it is, like this piece of cordage, back into a useful state, the best I can. Right, and if I have a lot to spare, or a lot of them, maybe I can give them to someone else. Right, because I've ever seen gear and stuff get used whenever possible, and that's just sitting around too much. I mean, it's one thing to have a rainy day of gear, yeah, just in case, but I like to use stuff too. Whenever possible. Whenever possible, yeah. I just wonder where I put that ferrocene rod. Let's see here. Yeah, see. Ferrocene rod. Here's one of those ferrocene rods. You might have seen this before from our channels, right? I'm pretty sure you could recognize these two things. If you've seen this before, you know it. Mostly, mine's got cordage connected in there. I think this one. Oops. Yeah, this is like hybrid, what I call a hybrid type of cordage. So it's got an inner strand of jute in this one. Yeah, it does. I got some zipper chain sitting around it. Yep. Trail marking tape. Just so it's nice and bright, that orange color. Because I don't want to misplace this ferrocene rod. Of course, I could use that trail marking tape if I really needed to. So, something I have here. Wow. You guys are burning the midnight oil with me tonight. I do appreciate everyone coming by the way. So all you guys and gals coming. I appreciate it. I know it was an impromptu and stuff like that. Of course, maybe you're just hearing me out, working in the back. That's cool. That's cool. Because I know in the preparedness community right now, I think a lot of more people are taking it seriously. So I figured I might as well start taking it a little bit more serious myself and, up my game. Which also means that I actually have to make sure things are they're organized. Ready to go. Maybe, just maybe I'll let you guys see something. Pun intended. So maybe my puns will grow on you. Maybe I should just stop. See, are you digging a hole? I know. So yeah, let's see here. Because sometimes I find stuff or acquire stuff, so. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Yeah, I just realized I gotta do another one of those what I call resource hauls. Like one of them. Oh, look at this! It's Held Garden. Hello, Gwen. Thanks for taking the time to drop in. I so appreciate it. You know what? Guess what? Sneak peek time. Because Held Garden's here. Very, very quick peek. I wonder what that was. I wonder what that was. I wonder what that was, right? So a sneak peek right there. Some people I've shared it with, but I haven't really shared that much on my YouTube side. So sneak peek right there. So as you could see how my puns are growing on you guys. Health Garden's like, he's saying nice, but he's like, see, they're saying so much of those things now. He's like, yeah, I know. I mean, I'm a little bit more than that. I'm trying to grow my green thumb, as they say. Still trying to learn, right? Learning by doing, whenever possible. Well, see, their bandana. I think I'm gonna dedicate this to one of the bags. It's a darker one, so I can't use it for signaling purposes so much, but I don't like that green one, but I think I'll put it in my slightly bigger bag. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll put it in that bag. And I'll put this. It's not fit this downsized Ziploc bag here. With my everyday carry, might consider as a get home bag. I don't really consider it, but I just hope you get back. Let's see where there's. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Yeah, I'll just put it here for now. I'll work on the system as I go. Just keep working on it as I go along here. Like I said. Oh, that's so awesome to hear. Yeah, I know. Any chance I get, I like to spread it out. Spread those puns out whenever possible. You know, maybe I'll grow on you guys too, my puns. Maybe the puns are the root of my problem. Did CR say all that? Yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll stop. I just can hear it hard how the guard. It's like, I never heard so many guarding puns ever. Anyways. So yeah, let's see. I think I'll put it in this bag for right now. So there's a few things I'm missing. It's 2 hours in. Top up my phone a bit here. Let's see. See, there's other things that I may carry every so often. I don't always carry them. I will bring them if I want to or I need to, but so I want to make sure I have the core items in the bag first. Everything else is still extra. Don't per se need it, but it would be nice to have it. It'd be one of those things. It'd be nice to have it. Of course, as once where what fall's coming up, the equinox time, equal daylight, nighttime, 12 and 12, right? Here's the buff that I have. This got sent to me, by the way, so I never bought this one or made it. They sent it to me, so I do appreciate it. I do wear it. It does come in handy. And somehow I like to wear it in the autumn or fall for some reason. I wonder why. See, there's a few other things in them. Like I said, I want to dedicate it into these banks, but it's kind of hard when you only have one, like I said. It's like, I mean, like I said, the first aid kit is actually spread between all 3 of these bags that I've been showing. I just don't have enough of it to dedicate a full one for every single one. So instead of spraying it all out, I'll just put it in one container and just migrate the container as I see fit. For now. Well, that's what I have to do. Like I said, it's not something you can dedicate, but unfortunately, not everyone can have spares all the time. The spare for emergency preparedness, so I mean, I got enough cordage. I can spare the cordage, right? But let's just say you had one water filter. Yeah, you want it in your emergency bag, but you feel like, oh, but I want to bring you to camping, try out camping, right? So it's one of those things that might migrate between the bags. Always make sure you put it back, right? So the bag is ready to go for the next time, for your next trip, your next adventure, and stuff. Because this emergency preparedness stuff, I mean, it's no point in having it if it's not in a ready to go state. Because you'll be behind the 8 ball, as they say again. Let's see here. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, more cordage. Didn't realize how much cordage I had. But there we go. Yeah. Some matches. I don't know if you guys ever seen these? These exist in Australia. See, redhead matches, safety matches. So yes, I still have them. I got sent these, by the way, so not endorsed by them or anything like that. I just happen to have them. Still have them. So, yep. A few other things. Oh yeah. Reminds me. Reminds me how I found all these popsicle sticks. I'm trying to put them back into useful. Hey, maybe I can use them for gardening or something like that. Well, I know I can burn them, but I want to see if I can put them into use before doing that. Fire and stuff like that, burning stuff like our fire starter. That's the last resort for you, because it's a consumable. Once you burn it, you're not getting it back really. So probably better if I make like a little sign, what type of tomato this is, and then as it wears down or whatever, gets cleared out because of the sun, UV light, then eventually I'll burn it or compost it or stuff like that. But until then, I'll try to reuse it. Let's put that to the side. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I found an excuse to go live stream tonight. Has it been? Wow. It's coming up to 2 hour mark. Yeah, I'll keep going. Why not? I guess I'm making some progress. I mean, I even have an art bandana here. One of my friends in real life actually gifted this to me. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I checked it out. I'm like, I took right at the edge, took a lighter to it. I went right, really close to the edge, but really getting close. Like, oh, it's actually burning it, not melting it. I'm like, yeah, so this is cotton. It's not synthetic, this bandana. So I'm sure I put that to the side. So it's ready to go. Yeah, I didn't realize how many extra bandanas I have. I mean, I got this bright orange one too. I managed to get. I think I might put that in a different bag though. This a bright orange bandana could be used for signaling purposes too. So I might switch it out somewhere. Maybe in my personal PSK. Your personal survival kit. Might switch it out in there. Maybe. Let's see what else. Bug repellent. Yeah, probably don't need bug repellent for a little bit. Put that away for right now. Let's see. Battery bank. Lighter. Flashlight. Yeah, it still works. Multi-tool. Never multi-tool. Oh, never multi-tool. Let's see. A couple pins laying around. So Figure I'd try to organize while I'm doing this too. Some reflective stuff. Yeah. There may be one thing I might show a sneak peek on, maybe. Think about it. Only very few people know I have it. And so you might have seen the item, but you may not have seen it quite in this way. But we'll see. We'll see if I show it. I've had it for a while. Although I was not wait till I did my VR for someone. Let my phone charge up a bit here. Phone's down to 63. I need to charge it up. Or grab a battery bank, but actually, hold on. I'll just use an extension. Because I'm trying to move around in this one, and I'm tethered because I have to charge. So yeah. Just gonna put the phone down for a sec here. So I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in on this impromptu live stream, where you're seeing a couple of sneak peeks randomly while CR goes through a couple things. I must be working hard because I'm starting to get warm. Jeez, I had to open up a window. Nerve bracelet. Yeah, I'll put it in this bag. So basically what I'm doing right now is just kind of looking at stuff. It's like, hey, can I actually dedicate this gear somewhere into the bag, or is it one of those things like, just keep it at home kind of deal? I mean, there's some things, walkie-talkies, stuff like that. I'll bring out, use if need be. But it's not like I day-to-day would use them or have them on me. Besides, something like a walkie-talkie, you need someone else to talk to, right? So, a pair of walkie-talkies don't help a single person. It's meant for a group, 1, 2 or more people. So, I've tried it out. It's definitely going to give me more communication distance than yelling or even a whistle. It'd be out of sight, way down the road. Right? Multi-tool. Flashlight. Battery bank. Take care, Hildegard. Right here. Yeah. I still haven't found somewhere to put this. What's up, GP? Starting prepping in the house with CR. How's it going, my friend? Yeah, that pouch I still have dedicated. It's because I can't find something to put in yet. Like, I got it for free, right? And like I said in that haul video, it goes with some other stuff, but I just don't know what to put in it because I don't have anything to put in it yet. I say yet because hopefully it's just I mean, it looks really nice. It is leather, by the way. I don't know if it's handmade, but I don't think it's handmade. Well, it could be, but it looks pretty good for if it was handmade. It was done with machine well, then it's pretty standard. Yeah, pretty sure Jack's still listening to me. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's all good, though. I do appreciate everyone taking time to drop in. Hey, this is why I'm doing the stream now. Well, 2 hours ago, starting. Give some time for other people to drop in that can't drop in during the day with me or something like that. Like you, GB, right? You know, because you be like sleeping, busy, and all that stuff in the evening. So it's morning time over there. So you can drop in. You're probably like wide awake. I can just imagine right now, GP is probably like sitting, typing, having a sip of coffee. It's like, yeah, listening to CR, talk about me drinking coffee. He's pretty busy typing away and all that stuff. Multitasking, all that stuff. Oh, appreciate what, GP? I was just rambling. Continuously rambling, Continuously rambling, CR. GP's probably like, CR. GP, you missed all the stuff, man. You'll have to catch the replay. You missed the stuff I was gradually showing. Like I said. I think I might need to go get the battery bank. Hold on. I don't like using them, but I also don't like being tethered. That's cool. Just grabbing a battery bank here. Those are useful. I'll show you guys this battery bank in the dark. Yeah, it's one of those. Has that built-in LED light. I don't mind it I don't mind those every so often. I should be able to get some charge out of this one. Okay, now I can be a little bit more portable or mobile. See, another reason why I wanted to do this stream is to prove the point that for some reason I've been having issues with the sound. You're not getting it from like the host or the panel I'm joining, or my mic goes wonky and I sound like a robot or something I can't even mimic. And on StreamYard, I'm doing a solo stream on my channel. Nothing's happening. I've gone and used other applications, other apps that allow you to voice chat with people. Haven't had issues, so I'm just saying. I still don't know why it does it. It's annoying as hell. but at least I could still do streams on my own channel. On the bright side of things. So, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm trying to find something here. I wanted to show GP, but I don't see it. I thought I had it. Oh, yeah. Catch you around, Jack. It's all good. I know he's on right now. I do appreciate it. I know if he's on. Because I actually already scheduled it before, after I noticed. So, sorry, second star. It's just, eventually people stream at the same time. Just the way it is. So, yeah, I appreciate you dropping in, Jack. It's all good now. Like I said to people, come by when you can, right? I understand. You have our priorities, our streams and stuff like that. I get that too. I understand it because I might have to do the same thing. So not to be a hypocrite because, oh, I'm doing it, but you can't do it. No, I wouldn't say that, you know. So, I do appreciate everyone dropping in. Let's see here. Sort out a few things while I'm out of here. I wish my phone would go up in percentage. Yeah, I know. You know what? Why not? Why? Where's my mouse icon? Because why not? You might notice something, Tennessee. Just saying, FYI, you might see, you know, a color change. Something beautiful. No, you've been here for a while, and I appreciate your feedback on the comments and stuff like that. So, and you know, the words of encouragement, you know, nice words. Appreciate it. No, only I could find what I was looking for. First things first, I gotta put this cup away before I forget. Let's see here. You know what's funny? I'm actually in the kitchen, and I have one solar light on. You can sort of see what I'm doing. It's not quite as bright as it would like, but no. One of my solar lights. Oh yeah. You know, the wind up radio versions. You know. I was letting it sit in sunset, or what sun I did get. You know, the wind up ones. You know, the hand cranked ones and stuff like that. Well, this one was gifted to me. But I do appreciate the person who gifted this to me, because it has been useful. I mean, the light of the radio itself is useful. I usually, you know, keep it in a room or in a washroom, so easy access. You know, just in case. You know, if the power went out already, whatever. Like, for me, if the power ever went out, you know, let's say it's at night, like it is right now here in North America. First thing I'm reaching for, it's not a phone. It's my stream light. Yes, here, I'll show you. Yeah, Streamlight. It's worn down the names, but I have shown this before. In the previous video that I showed this, because it's worn down the name, but in that video you could see it, barely, but you could see it said Streamlight. I didn't even notice until I took a look at the time. But it's worn down so much, I wore down the name, so but it's been very, very useful. Flashlight, torch. It's got one of those reverse clips on it, so it's bright. I don't get the runtime that I would like, but it's bright, and that reverse clip is nice. Wear a ball cap, baseball hat, stuff like that. It's quite useful. Might even work with a wide brim hat. I'll just let that stay on the screen for like 10 minutes. Let me just let that sink in. It's funny. Sometimes I'm watching videos, especially some of these like they're streaming the content, right? And you're watching it live, and so it's like it feels like it doesn't feel like work. You're just doing the same thing as the other person's doing, And remembering it's like, oh yeah, Sears talking about cordage, and it's like, oh, maybe I should check mine, and something like that. With the soap, make sure your battery's actually charging. I found I turned it on from 63 to 62. I'm like, no, that's not the direction I want to go. This phone wants to go out, not down, CR. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like I said, there's a few things I'm still adding to these bags. And sometimes in preparedness, well, in a lot of things, really, sometimes you make progress in it. Sometimes the gear, the supplies you get, you don't always get them all at the same time. So you build up your collection, let's just say. It's just like in the gaming world, for example, right? A lot of people that have games don't just buy them all at once. You buy a few at a time or whatever, and you slowly grow it. In the same way, in preparedness, you slowly grow it. The water, the food, the additional gear, maybe some cutting tools, combustion, cordage, some cover, some containers, little water bottles, and so forth and so forth. And the next thing you know, hey, I got something going here. I got that buffer zone of supplies. And you just keep making progress. Not perfection, progress. Keep making progress. Forward. Oh, I will be. I'll get you here. What? Now my battery says 61. Really? I know. It better be charged. Or I was going to be very upset. Again. I remember the other day someone was waiting for a tool to fix something. To fix something or remove a screw or whatever. And it's not like a common Phillips head, flathead stuff. It was like what, one of those where you need one of those hex tools or whatever. So and it was a smaller one. So I'm like, oh, you're lucky. I seem to have one. So I was like, I guess I made it worth it for that one tool. Because it came in handy. So let's see here. Yeah, I didn't really find much stuff I was laying around. I really clean up some more. While I'm at it. Yeah, I think, I might as well. Give me an excuse to do stuff, right? Motivation, right, Tennessee? Yeah. Show that it's a continuous effort, work to keep up with make progress forward, improve, and preparedness. I keep thinking progress this. I'm like, no, preparedness. You can tell it's getting late for me. But yeah. Wow. Did I seriously go 2.5 hours without a topic? I'm just talking, rambling. Every so often there's some tidbits of information. I do appreciate everyone just dropping in every so often. I understand, you're busy and stuff like that. So I do appreciate people that take the time to drop in. I appreciate it. Yeah. I know I mentioned the sewing earlier in the stream, but besides that, I haven't done much sewing during the summer. Because usually I don't sew much in the summer. I mean, I'll mend something or whatever, but no major sewing projects because, I have stuff to do outside. Other stuff. Daylight that I can spend time outside. I usually start sewing in the fall or winter. When it's cold out. I don't want to be outside. It's dark out at 5. Stuff like that. So. And that's why you haven't seen many sewing things, right? It's not like I haven't done any sewing, just not as much as I usually do during like the winter time. Alright, let's see here. War cordage. Another pouch I've been working on. Because one of the things I'm planning on doing is making a new kind of sleeve for this phone. So, if I'm outside or whatever, I can slide it in. You're probably like, hey, Sarah, that's what pockets are for. Well, the thing about pockets is your phone, if it's not deep enough, or I would say a hoodie or whatever, you're like, oh yeah, I'll put it in my hoodie. Yeah, I do stuff. Sometimes I sway. The last thing I want is the phone slipping out of my pocket, hitting the cement, hitting the floor. It would upset me. So I'm trying to avoid that. I'm doing the next thing. Having a sleeve that I could just carry around. I don't mind. Ever have a phone that doesn't have a cracked screen? Somewhere I could put it safe. Even if I go biking or whatever, right? Stuff like that. The last thing I want is slipping out my pocket. And besides, I don't want my keys in the same pocket as my phone. Scratching out the display and stuff like that. Yeah, you got those screen guards and stuff like that, but still, I don't want to scratch off unnecessarily. So, hence why I want an actual sleeve or a dedicated pocket. That doesn't matter which or what kind of clothing I'm wearing. You have access to. So even because sometimes, unfortunately, a T-shirt doesn't have pockets. Might have a front pocket, but but not deep enough for a phone. And you might be wearing shorts or whatever. Well, what happens if your shorts aren't that deep? The pockets and they have no zippers. I mean, I don't want to split the phone out. You know, start moving a bucket of water, and next thing I know, it falls in the water. Yeah, that's probably not the way I want to go about gardening. You know, you guys and gals get my drift on that. Yes, that's what I'm working on. Something. I have a prototype. I shouldn't say prototype, but one that I'm basing it on. You know, it's something already pre-made, but I'm like something like this. That way, I know I have it. And besides, during the winter time here, I'd rather have it too, because the phone would stay closer to my core, which means it'll stay warmer, which means the battery's not gonna drop that fast. Because if it's just even on an outside jacket pocket, the phone, unless it's in your hands, the phone's not gonna get cold. And you know what happens when a phone gets cold? Battery just drops down so fast. I remember, shoot, that one video I did about taking pointers seriously, which is still on the channel. I shot that video at night. I had 50% power when I went out there. When I came back in, it was at 5%. That's because it was like, what, minus 35 Celsius? I put the temperature on that video. Yeah, minus 35, minus 36 Celsius. Well, either way, Fahrenheit but Celsius. Yeah, it's still cold, right? I was out there for 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, probably. And my battery just went out so fast, yeah. I was just like, by the time I plugged it back in, it was like saying 4%. Maybe even at 3%. Like, oh, that was fast. So, yeah. Cold will draw the power from your phone or your battery real fast. So, yeah. Or a lot of the time, you might need a battery bank to keep it warm, keep the electricity, the electrons flowing and all that stuff. So there are reasons something like a battery bank can be useful. So, I remember my first battery bank. Oh, when was this? Back in 09, I think. It's like a 3,000 milliamp battery. That was pretty big at that time. Nowadays you can get what, 10,000, 20,000. I think you get like 30,000 milliamp batteries now. So, but, yeah, I really didn't like that battery bank back then. It was nice. This is back before it became more mainstream, where everyone had one, right? I think I was still attending school at that time. Post-secondary kind of deal. It was nice having that, right? Just charging up my flip phone. I think I had at that time. With QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, that's nice to have, right? So when I was traveling, I could always top up my phone and stuff like that. So I always had power for the device. I'll just bring a USB cable and that was good. At least my battery's going up, but I think I'm trying to. Okay. Hence why I'm checking my phone every so often. I gotta charge it up anyways. I have the display turned down. It's not really to save on power, it's more like to so I can get my battery top back off and then it's funny. Someone was talking about Mylar space blankets earlier and I just realized I had one. Let's see. I still have this one. See, Mylar space blanket right here. One of these. Right? I've used something like this before. I've even tried to do it in the winter. I think it's good for wind protection, keep the water off you, but they don't. It doesn't. It's not as useful without insulation. Something backing it up, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, I know. He's back. Welcome back. Hi. I'm always talking to myself. Yeah, welcome back. Okay. I just had to make sure my volume's still working. Well, hey, Osminder, you should remember, crazy has CR in it. Like a fox. No, actually, it's because I'm not expected for anything for tomorrow, so hence why I'm doing it now. And the something gives me a good excuse to get work done, get something done, right? Better than just watching stuff. You know, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably be watching something and doing a backpack at the same time. But I figure I might as well just do this now, get over with, stuff like that. I'll hear you both put a CR word in there. Although someone didn't quite spell it like I would. TT. I do encourage everyone to use CR words. You know, I actually, I may actually bring out another CR based stream. I was gonna do it this time, but I decided not to. The next one would be like that. I did trial run that before, so I think I have a better indication of what I want to do with that now. Let's see here. Hey. Since both Guardian and Ox are here, you guys should remember this. But I still have these, by the way. Not sponsored by anyone here, but it has no affiliation with any random YouTube channel that's the same name. But let's just say, yeah, I still have these, by the way. And yes, the person who I'm referring to has seen them before. He does knock my socks off at times. Shane was plugging for that channel. Just kidding. No, you've seen them before. He knows I still have them. See, I have a few of these things. See, people are used to seeing like gators, buffs, and stuff like that. I also have a version that for like my hands and my arms and my legs. Just in case, because remembering, if you get cold, what's the first thing that usually happens? Your extremities, your core body temperature, your core is gonna pull heat from your extremities. So your extremities, like your arms and legs, not get cold. So I have extra layers of insulation, protection, clothing cover for them. It's a very simple thing, but it does help. I mean, that's not. And frostbite or frost nip on your wrist, it's not pleasant. So I have those two. Like I've said to, let's see, who did I say it to? I think it was Die Bullfrog, Uncle Al. I showed him wearing not just one, not just two, not three, but sometimes I've worn like 4 layers on my hands. But that's how cold it gets here. You know, where I'm wearing gloves, a mitt, a bigger mitt, and a bigger mitt, like a jumbo mitt. If I'm wearing, if I'm wearing, it's if I'm wearing that much, it's like probably like -40 out. High windshield. And for some reason, I'm walking. So, because like I have wool mitts. One of my friends gifted it to me, and I tried it out. I'm like, and my friend's like, "Hey, see, are those warm?" I'm like, "Yeah," but sometimes they can let wind in, which means if wind can come in, windshield can come in. I'm not saying they're like cold, but if it's really windy, the wind can penetrate the material. So sometimes it's nice to have like an additional layer or a more windproof layer on the outside. That way I get the best of the insulation of the wool mitt, but the outer layer, the windproof layer, prevents the wind from penetrating to that inside and blowing the heat off me. Because windshield's basically when wind blows the heat away from you. That's why you get cold in the winter when you have windshield. And also during the summer when it's hot, it feels nice. It cools you off. Wow, look who it is. It's PV, preparedness veteran. How are you doing, my friend? You know what? I will change this because I. How are you doing, my friend? What are you doing, Will? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Extra songs, gloves. Yeah. Well, I prefer midsole gloves if I'm walking. Now, obviously, if you're doing stuff that's different, stuff like that. And yes, I have gone biking in below freezing temperatures. So, yeah. One of the things that really get cold real fast is your thumb. Because when you're biking, your legs are moving. So your legs, your main muscles in your legs will be warm. Your feet may be cold, but your arms, well, you get a jacket on or something along those lines. But your hands, they get exposed to the wind all the time, and you need dexterity because shift control, changing gears and stuff like braking and stuff like that, right? So yeah, I could be wearing like wool mitts, gloves underneath. My thumbs will still get cold when I'm biking. It's different when I'm walking because you can put your hands in your pocket. You can put your hands underneath your armpits, that kind of stuff. I've done that before, right? I was never ashamed. I've asked my friend, can I stick my hands underneath your armpits? Why? Because my hands are really cold. Come on, I'm taking it seriously, right? Right? If someone asked me that, I'd be like, "Are your hands that cold? You have frostbite on your hands?" Yes, you are. Okay, 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 okay. I won't judge you. You know, because I know frostbite sucks. That burning sensation. Ugh. Yeah, there's a reason why frostbite burns. That burning sensation. Yeah. Although it's a feeling, but yeah, it does feel like that. The legs are firing, then the hands are vulnerable. I agree. Yeah. Right. Sometimes I'm shaking my hands. Right. I'm trying to shake the blood back into my hand. Right. Keep moving my hands every so often. Right. Shake my hands. Because one of the things I don't like doing, I I really do suggest avoiding it at all possible during the winter. Going in your hands. with your breath, because it's only a temporary fix. It's one thing you have to do it where it's not too bad, but what happens is you keep plugging in, you blow warm air in, but that warm air has moisture. What happens to moisture when it gets cold? It freezes. So you would have to continually do that. I don't like doing that. Blowing in, into a glove or hand, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. Because once you do it, you might have to keep doing it. So that's why I try to avoid doing that. Whenever possible, I'll shake my hand. I might even rub my hand against my leg. But that into your hand with your breath, it might feel warm, but the moisture in your breath is not get your glove wet and stuff like that. Yeah. Alright, that's why you like PV? Okay, cool. Okay. To the point that I will actually highlight that too. Yeah. Take care. See you around. Alright, typing with one hand. My usual capital CR is not there, but yeah. Take care. It's nice to hear from you. Well, good night. Get you on that next stream. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got stuff. Like, I know you. Well, some of you might have. No, I know a lot of people would hear it, but know it. But, long johns, undergarments during the winter time and stuff like that. Because there's a certain point where you cannot just wear a single layer of quote unquote pants outside. There's a certain point. I think it's about, for me, it's less than, as in colder than like minus 10 or 15. At that point, I need to actually wear more than just a single layer of pants. Because it's either too cold or the windshield's way too high. And because it'll blow the heat off you, and next thing you know, your leg's cold. Or you need to like long johns, or let's say second pair of pants underneath, ski pants, for example, right? A lot of people would be long johns or ski pants, but hey, if your legs are cold, you gotta keep moving to keep them warm. Then. Besides, once your legs are cold, then you start. That's what you think about. It's the coldest part. Stuff like that. So that's why I'm a big proponent of like having some extra things to put underneath. So you be able to handle first, those X amount of time, some more harsh conditions, where it's colder, it's like minus 30, minus 22 Fahrenheit or lower, would win. Because I noticed the difference as soon as I change and put certain things on. It's just like, it's like night and day, right? From, I'm complaining about the cold to, it's good. I'm fine. Right? I think. Let's see what you guys just real quick. Sorry. minus 15. That's about 2 Fahrenheit, I believe. I know it's minus 17 Celsius. It's 0 Fahrenheit. Minus 22 Celsius. It's like minus 11 Fahrenheit, I think. How I know this is because conversion has CR in it, and yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing what you guys are writing, by the way. Oh, I am paying attention. Ooh, my battery's going up. 67. You know what? Let's remember. Okay, let's look at history. Okay, last year, 2 years, a few years. What I've noticed, and I saw it happen again last year. Was it last year? Yeah. Here in out west here, they had fires during the summer. What happened in the fall? Flooding. Hmm. Because the ground can't hold the water. It runs off. What happened in U.S. this year? Heat waves in the southwest. What happened? Oh, look, flooding in Vegas. Something like that, right? So yeah, because because the ground becomes parched, dry, solid, right? The layers like solid at the top. It takes a long time for water to penetrate downward. It's easier for the water to run off and go somewhere else that's lower instead of going through the ground, which means that you don't get that runoff. What happens when runoff gets fast? You get flooding. So, and the cold, well, hey, it might be around the corner. Yeah, maybe I should just put that. Let's leave PV's comment up on the screen for a little bit here. Yeah, January. Yeah, usually here for me it's January, February are the coldest. I'm not saying it doesn't get cold in November or December, but odds are most time our coldest months are January and February here for me here in Canada. So, like a lot of people around here would be like, yeah, it could be warm-ish in November, December, but we always expect, yeah, there's got to be at least 1 week of extreme cold, at least one. Hopefully, it won't be too bad, but I'm gonna be, I'll be optimistic about it, but realistically, I should prepare for the extreme side. And a lot of the stuff I do have already, right? Not all of it, I admit that, but some of it I do have. You'd be surprised here in Canada, where I've seen people like, everyone has their tolerances to cold and heat and stuff like that. But I've seen people with no hair wear earmuffs, all right, to put over your ear, but no hat or two. I can't do that. While other people, it's like, don't you have a tooth? They're like, no. I'm like, what? Maybe I should go find you one or make you one or something like that. I mean, like, I could look in the closet right now. Yeah, I can look in the closet right now. I see earmuffs. Oh, look, a couple of sleeping bags. Oh, more gloves, more bits, right? This is stuff I just leave on the side. Once, you know, end of September, start bringing it out. not the sleeping things, but the gloves, the mitts. Because usually at that time, I'm not saying it's always like that, but sometimes it gets down to like close to the freezing point late in September, like overnight temperatures and so forth. And let's just say I'm walking back later, let's say 9, 10 at night. I'm not saying it's gonna be below freezing, but it might be like 1 or 2 out. And let's say I'm biking, would be nice to have gloves. Because without dexterity, biking, you're not gonna be able, you know what I mean? You're not gonna be gripping your handles as good, braking as easily or as fast and stuff like that. So yeah. Let me just see what you wrote in there. Yep. That's not the comment I tried to highlight. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, PV. Yeah. I read your comment. But okay. Okay, GP. I hear you out. I have to live chat replay available anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I double check on that. Yeah. I got spare shirts. Here, I'll show you guys something. Right. Alright. See? Gloves. Mitts. Although these are mostly mitts, I think. I think these are, yeah, these are all mitts. These are all small mitts, though. You know, these are all small type of mitts. So, I could be wearing these mitts and putting bigger mitts over top. Keep them in the bag. Keep them together, right? They're ready to go. Like in the springtime, all that stuff gets long, you know, doing laundry, I do them, right? Let them dry in the sun or whatever. Then I pack them away for the summer. Bring them back out in, you know, probably October. I know I can see snow on the ground by October, so not all the time, but it does snow here in September and October. Probably not much. I probably won't get that cold yet, but just in case, you know, I got them ready to go. I mean, if that temperature was like that right now, I'd be ready to go. I just pull them out right now, but not because it's like 15 out. Probably well, not 15, probably like 13 Celsius, 53 Fahrenheit right now. That might seem cold for some of you down south. They're not used to that yet. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, yeah. I got some more gloves. Right, these are the smaller gloves, thinner gloves and stuff like that. You know, my collection of bigger mitts. These are bigger mitts and bigger gloves. Because let's just say you can fit, let's say, a smaller glove or mitt. Well, hey, if the next mitt's bigger or mitt or glove is bigger, I can put it on top of that. You know, layer up. Of course, you're not used to dexterity, but if you're just walking, let's say, getting back home, you know, your hands will be warm. PV. Let's just say sometimes he knocks my socks off. No, those weren't latex gloves. I've heard about that. I don't know. It comes back to what I think about bio or space blankets. Because, so we were talking about that right now. Because I've heard about this before from someone else who I will not mention. But, talking about latex clothes. I tried that before. I don't know. I would just wear actual gloves. Because the thing about wearing latex gloves, what's to say? Over top. It's one thing if it's over a glove, but if you're only wearing it one layer of it, your skin's touching it. And conduction, conduction, as in when things touch each other, tend to transfer heat and energy quite well. You know? So, anyway, my 2 cents on that one. I see PV finally got that. Excuse me. Yeah, I could organize a few things while I'm at it too. See, another thing about like winter stuff is just like sometimes you gotta put away more of the summertime stuff, right? Or maybe you wear shorts less and less often, right? T-shirts less and less often, but you're wearing long sleeve shirts more often. Sweaters, wool sweaters, hoodies more often, right? So I gotta make sure I transition to this fall, autumn, winter within a reasonable amount of time. I mean, it's not cold outside. I got the window open, but thinking ahead, right? If you haven't already, make sure they're clean before you even start wearing them. Well, it's still nice out, right? Or maybe you can hang them out online and hang them out to dry outside in the sun, because it's still relatively warm and sunny out. Besides, you'll be ready to go. I'll show you guys something. I can't. Why not? I'll show you guys something. You might see this in a little video. I can't believe I'm actually not showing this. Even before the video. Sneak peek. It's nothing major, but it does relate into something I'm talking about. No, that is not wool. This is synthetic. This was crocheted. I did not crochet this, but I got it for free. You're like, are you sure it's good? See, I'm like, it didn't even smell when I first had it. I just washed it just on the safe side kind of deal, right? But I've used this already. It's not the widest, but it's something I got, alright? And again, blankets, shelter, right? Shelter, cover components, right? Clothing, right? So, could be useful. I mean, because I've seen her videos out there, like, reports on, like, certain things in the wintertime. Hey, if you can drape a blanket over you to keep the wind off you because you're walking home, hey, go ahead. I would do it, and I have done it before. I've used a blanket to block the windshield because I had to walk. You know, you're in a vehicle, whatever. Yeah, okay, I get it. But if you're not and you're walking, and it's far, I'd rather be a little bit warmer and a little bit looking cooler, right? Because if you think about it, wrapping a space blanket around you blocks the wind, so to speak. Well, a real blanket might block the wind and provide some insulation. And if you use both, well, you'll get the best of both. You have heat reflectionness from the mylar, windproofness from the mylar on the outside, a blanket on the inside for insulation to prevent conduction loss from your body to the mylar, to the outside. It's just something to think about. And yes, when it's really cold, yeah, sometimes I will wear like 5 layers. where it's just like base layer, long sleeve shirt, maybe a hoodie or a nurse sweater, something over top of that, and a windbreak over all that. Because, like I said, windshield will, if it goes through you, it just goes right through you. You just feel like it cuts you like a knife, right? So to speak, right? That's why a lot of the time you'll hear expressions like, "Oh, I'm lighting this up," or "the fire's cutting the edge," right? Because the windshield or the cold has that edge to it, as they say. I don't know if you've ever heard some of those expressions before. Some of you that don't live here in North America or in a cold climate. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that expression. Cutting the edge, or cuts the edge, right? It's like, you know, lighting a candle in the car to cut the edge, right? Something like that. Okay. Okay. Let's go, PV. That reminds me of thinking about it. If you can find cheap wool right now, that's actually 100% wool, like you check the tag and stuff like that, you can get that at cheap or free. Could be very beneficial. Even, okay, you're probably like, hey, see, what happens if it's too big? Well, too big. You can still wear that. You just wear, that means you can put that over more articles of clothing, for example. And you're probably like thinking, well, see, I'm a bigger person, a bigger, taller, or whatever. Sometimes I find it, but it's too small. Size too small. So, well, depending on the price, remember, you can do other things with that. With something called sewing skills. Convert it into something. Because I was just thinking to myself, the Texas freeze that happened, what happens hypothetically if that becomes, it seems like more common, not saying it's not happening in certain areas again, but let's just say it may appear on your radar more often. You hear about it more often. People are talking about it more often, right? Because I remember talking to someone else who was down there, right? And you know, remember, I don't live down there, so I don't know how it went down per se. What's available in store, or what's even available anywhere at places, because I don't know the places down there, so I don't know their inventory and stuff, right? But I was thinking, these secondhand places and stuff like that, at a cheap price, relatively inexpensive, might be worth it in advance. I mean, imagine not crocheting, but making a quilt of like squares that are wool. Just saying, could be useful. Anyway, if you manage to get a sweater right now, and say it's too small or whatever, but you get it for free, don't don't overlook that opportunity. Especially if could get cold in your area. You're probably like, oh, CR, it's too small. I can't wear it. Yeah, you can't wear it the way it is. It doesn't mean you can't change, convert the, how do I say? Well, basically what I'm saying is you can convert it to put, let's say, a wool sweater. It's too small for you. Doesn't fit. Let's let's just say you even shrunk one by accident. Oh, it shrunk. I can't wear it anymore, right? I'm just gonna give it to a thrift store, Goodwill, blah blah blah, right? Before you consider that, or tossing it out into landfill, remember, you using that material. you're just changing the shape to a certain degree and molding it to a different part of your body to use. So, for example, let's say the sweater became one size too small. Can't wear it anymore. You don't have anyone to give it to, or someone that can fit it, and you don't want to toss it in the garbage, and you don't want to give it to like a secondhand or a thrift store or a Goodwill or something like that. Well, from something like that, I bet I can make, for example, something wrist guards kind of deal, right? So it's underneath my jacket, just barely underneath my jacket. Keeps my wrist warm. Okay. The core part of the sweater, I can make mitts out of that. Mitts are easy to make. Mitts are actually easier to make than gloves. Have I sewn either one? No, but mitts are definitely gonna be easier to make than gloves. You probably could, depending on the size and your own size, you probably convert that into like little things, little wrist guard, wool wrist guards for your wrists, mitts. Probably still could make wool socks out of that. And how I know this? Because I've done something very similar before with wool. Something I found. And I made something out of it. And yes, it was too small. But I converted it as a challenge. Because it was better than it being in landfill. And yes, I have used it. I used it over the summer too. Like, what? You wasn't used the wool over the summer? Yeah. Because I forgot to bring my tongs for my char tin. And I had to flip my char tin in on the grill. Yeah, I used wool to do that. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Did I seriously go for 3 hours? All right, all right. I think I'll go till the 12th hour here. Jeez, I didn't realize how late it was. I do appreciate everyone dropping in on this stream. And apparently my battery's going down too. You know, I thought I had it plugged in. But, and besides, I'm starting to rant. Well, not rant, but do that thing again. So I do appreciate everyone dropping in and hearing me out every so often as I reconnect with some of you out there. Get to know some of you better. Share a few things. Share a few stories. Some sneak peeks that you might not have seen or even heard about from me yet, or even seen from our live streams that I've run. And apparently I haven't had troubles with audio all the stream. 3 hours in. This is another reason why I did such a long live stream. Because I wanted to double check the audio. Like I said, I've had audio issues on panel, specifically in StreamYard. And iHost, or solo, no issues. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I need to clean up even more. Try to get more ready for the winter here. Things I might have used during the summer, consider putting them away, right? Wash them, put them away so they're ready for late spring of 2023 and such, right? Get everything ready, and stuff like that. Maybe jackets that you might have and stuff like that lying around that you haven't worn because it's plus 30, it's 90 plus Fahrenheit. Well, depending where you are, you might consider bringing them out soon. Because right now, yeah, it's warm out still, relatively. And yeah, it's warm out during the day. But, what eventually happens? At least for me here in Canada, where I am, yeah, it might still be 15, 16 during the day, but the overnight temperature might be like the nighttime temperatures might be down to like 6, 5. Where you might start getting a little bit nippy for your hands, right? So some gloves might help. A jacket, right? To go along with the hoodie that you might be wearing. You know what? Hold on. I gotta change that. Alright, well, let's change that off. I believe in the new PV. So I figure I might as well make it look a little bit more beautiful. Pun intended. Words intended. Etc. Etc. And I thought my phone was charging. But yeah. This is why PV I look at stuff and just like I took it up as a challenge just to see. And I got from an old, well, I shouldn't say, well, it wasn't old, but it was 100% wool. I even tested the wool by turning on by 2 ways. By an open fire with a hot char tin and an iron that I turned up all the way up to max. And I put the iron on my hand with the wool that's in between layer. I felt the warmth, but I didn't burn my hand and didn't melt the material. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely wool. It's not synthetic, right? So I know it is. Even though the text says it, but I tried it out just to make sure. It's like, yep, it'll help. So I'm not worried about sparks with it and stuff like that. I was in this one. Oh yeah, that is actually why I brought it camping, because it's not for the warmth. It's actually so I wouldn't I had like a synthetic cotton type of hoodie on, right, or something like that, or a long sleeve shirt. I didn't have to worry about getting holes over it, and I could get closer, a little bit closer to flames, per se. But it's just something I had. And yes, I do have it sitting. I should have both. Yeah, I do have both of them. Yeah. I'm working on that part of it. Like I said, I tried them out last year. My modification. Oh yeah, it made a total difference. Bro, I'm cold because I'm wearing one pair of pants all the time when it's like -32. What cold, right? Because the heat retention values of it, right? Multiple layers. Because also layering is one of those things with winter time, right? It's just like preparedness says, multiple layers of gear, knowledge, and stuff like that. Backup options, right? Apparently. Yeah, and I think I have a lot of gloves. Every so often, I don't do this whole. Well, because on a serious note, right? As everyone knows, right? The homeless problems. Some people don't have certain things and stuff like that. That's why during the winter time, every so often, I try to. I see, hey, that drop mitt, that drop glove, that drop hat, that drop scarf, right? Instead of letting it just sit there in the snow. And a lot of the time, it's clean. It just, you know, no one wears just one glove per se. Or, you know, or one mitt. So basically what I do is I'll bring it back, I'll put it in laundry, and give it to one of my friends that will probably take it to a local church, stuff like that, just to help people out, right? Because sometimes things happen, right? So something like gloves, mitts, those socks are probably hard to find in winter, but I know socks are always welcome at the homeless shelters and stuff like that. Socks go by fast, right? But I always think to myself, I'm like, hey, if I'm really that cold, I don't think I'm gonna really care if I don't have matching mitts or matching socks so much, as long as I feel warm. I mean, like I said, in my Beyond Pink video, you know what? Why not? Why not? I'll even put them back on. See? Look, I'll even put them back on because I have them nearby. This is exactly the reason why I still have these gloves. Look, look, I'm wearing them. Look, but your hands are cold. Are you really gonna not wear a glove or mitt because it's pink? But are you gonna wear it because, hey, it's gonna keep my hand warm? And not get frost nip or frostbite. And not have to deal with that pain of falling out my hand and warming it back up. Okay? And besides, I'm walking home. No one's not seeing me. There's no one outside. Right? But I probably like wonder, do you really just keep those around, CR? It's like, yeah, I do. I actually keep it around for specifically that point that I will wear them and show that I wear them. I'm not saying I wear them day to day. Don't get me wrong. I have like blue and black gloves and stuff like that, but I'll hang them back after. But the idea is what I say, going beyond pink. Or I think that's the name of the video. It's been a while since I did that live stream about it, but it sums up what I would say right here. Apparently, I really didn't check on things. Jeez, I did not realize. Yeah, I understand PV, but something like staying dry, right? Even wools would help with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you be like super warm with wet wool, but it's gonna be better than synthetic. So I guess a poncho, good rain jacket is probably one of those more important things for you guys out there in the UK. Like, hopefully it doesn't get that cold, but you got that extra wool and stuff like that. Might help out. When's my time? Yeah, I'll go a little bit longer. I said the top hour, but I might go a little bit longer. A little bit longer, not too much longer though. I probably should get some rest soon. And besides, I gotta finish what I'm doing. You're probably like, "What you doing yet right now, Sarah?" Actually, I'm not because I have to move a bunch of stuff. You would hear it, and I don't want to fill the stream with much excess noise. So, I do appreciate everyone dropping in. I forgot to put back the. I forgot to put this back on. I was supposed to put this on the whole time. Oh, whatever. I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't even think I have tags on this video. I think I just put Redundancy and CR as the tags. Even the description doesn't even have my social media links. I still have to add them back in. But And this wasn't really supposed to be prepared this type of stream, but here we are. But there's a few things. Besides, there's just things on my mind anyway, so if you're watching this and you've seen this far, well, appreciate it. Appreciate it. And for everyone that dropped in, not just the people that I know do preparedness, because, well, it's in their name, channel name, right? But other people too, right? Just, come on, smooth. Alright, can't forget Oswald. Tennessee Tactical. Let's see. One time with CB, Fuga, SD-Man. All the third people who are Arch. Independent Prepper. Van City. Rita. A few. X24. We're not James. Yeah, all these other people. Thanks for taking the time to drop in on my impromptu stream. Let me scroll back up. Okay. So, have a good night, everyone. I will catch you on my next live stream, which might be sooner than you think. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll just continue talking about what I talked about on this stream. Just continue on. So, like always, yes, catch you around PV. Let's see, which one should I roll out with? So thanks everyone for dropping in. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Take care. Keep making progress in your preparedness. Be proactive. Be proactive out there. See the signs. And like always, our world is changing right now, so we need to adapt to. Our skill and knowledge can get better with practice. Can't help everyone out there, but one can help someone. Until the next video and live stream from me. Good night, everyone. Or morning, or evening, whenever it is. Take care. Enjoy your day. Stay proactive and less reactive. It's peace out from the one known as CR. Bye, everyone. Take care.